So the other day I was scrolling through Twitter and so I saw a post. It was talking about who's going to take the biggest leap from the 2021 NBA draft class. And it was Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, and Evan Mobley. And I was thinking about it because, you know, it's a good question because all those guys look like they're going to be really good players for a while, at least a while in the league. And personally, I think the best player out of that class is going to be Scotty Barnes, with Cade Cunningham closely in second. I think Scotty has all the tools to be, you know, a Kawhi Leonard type like player. He has the length, he has the strength. As long as he develops a more consistent jump shot, I see no reason to why Scotty Barnes can't become a superstar in the league. And then Cade Cunningham looks like he can be a wonderful, wonderful guard. I see him more as a point guard. I know he's really tall, and with Killian Hayes on the Pistons, they might play him a little bit more at the two, but I really think Cade is more of a point guard because of his passing ability. He's able to set up his teammates and put them in positions to succeed very frequently. And I just think that he has all the abilities to become an elite playmaker in the NBA. When it comes to Evan Mobley, I think he has all the tools to become a defensive player of the year. His length is incredible. You saw his rookie year that he's already a very serviceable defender, and it's not like he gets hunted, and I don't think he'll ever get hunted on defense. If anything, I think teams will have to design their offensive game plan around him and try to avoid him and get him out of plays as much as possible. And then Jalen Green, he really struggled at the beginning of last year, but you saw at the end of last year that he really started to pick it up and he really started to play really, really well. And I think that was more of what we'll see. I think this year he'll take a leap, but I don't think it's going to be anything huge. And I just think that's really just because the team around him isn't great. I know it seems like, at least if you're on NBA Twitter, it seems like a lot of people are really, really high on the Rockets and their future. I'm not. I think Jalen Green's really good. I mean, Kevin Porter is... I don't like the term empty stats because I just don't think it's necessarily true. But I do think there is a little bit of truth in it, and I think that he's putting up really good numbers on a team that's not winning a lot. And I'm not trying to say that he's a bad player. I don't think it's his fault that they're not winning. I just think there's some culture issues with the Rockets that need to be figured out, and I think they can be figured out. And I think once those get figured out, they'll have the pieces to become a winning basketball team again. But this video is not even about teams. It's about the individual players. So I think the biggest leap out of all of them next year, I think you'll see is probably Evan Mobley, though. And the reason I say Evan Mobley is because of the pieces around him. You have Darius Garland. You have Donovan Mitchell now. You have Isaac Okoro. You have Jared Allen. You have really, really, really good players around him, and I think it'll give him the opportunity to expand his game because teams can't just focus on him. Like when you look at Jalen Green, teams are going to focus on him. When you look at Cade Cunningham, teams are going to focus on him, even though Cade has some really good pieces around him like Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, Jaden Ivey now, which is really fun. And then Scotty Barnes, his team is just good. The Raptors are just good. They're one of those teams which they don't have a superstar. I'm not going to say they don't have a superstar. They have an all-star in Fred VanVleet once. Scotty Barnes will definitely be an all-star at some point in his career. Pascal Siakam. Their team's just good. So I think you'll see Evan Mobley be able to take the most leaps next year because teams can't focus on him. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that post. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Who do you think is going to take the biggest leap? Is it going to be Scotty? Is it going to be Cade? Is it going to be Evan? Is it going to be Jalen? Or is it someone in that class that's not even listed out of those four? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. I would really appreciate that. And if you like content like this, I'm going to be making more of it, so hit that subscribe button. Awesome. Thanks.